Pure water, pure pride, pure Jamaican. Pure water is about pure hydration. Remember to drink pure water and satisfy all your pure water needs.
Pure water, pure pride Jamaican bottled water. Enjoy the taste. Compare it. I dare you. Pure water, a pure water we drink. Rehydration is very important, not only because of the heat, but because it's necessary as part of the protocols for the COVID-19 pandemic. Remember to wear a mask, practice social distancing, and sanitize your hands. Herbal cure, another herbal tonic that has helped a lot of people, including myself. For information, call 876-426-7707. That's 876-426-7707. Shout out to a few people from the Open Gate Show. Owner, breeder, philanthropist, businessman Michael Bernard and his wife Rose, Andrew Azar, Carlton Watson, Alexander Haber, Bruce Bayliss, Howard Hamilton, Anthony Shakir, Solomon Sharp, Dennis Miller, Paul Roman, Eustace Williams, Daniel Inchy Harvey, Patrick McKenzie, Hector Ramsey, Jackie Longot, all horsemen and jockeys and grooms. Of course, those should be included, as well as our horse racing fans. It seems trainer Jason DaCosta has exampled that you can still train horses overseas as well as here in Jamaica. The Open Gate Show will welcome the intention of trainer Rowan Crichton to have a small string of horses here in Jamaica while based in the United States of America. I'm hoping others will follow suit. Okay, let's get on to the 10 race card tomorrow. Post time 12:15 p.m. 14 starters, they go 5.5 furlongs or 1,100 meters, and it's for Trails and Up, a claiming race, 250,000 for horses who have not earned 150,000 since the 31st of March. Number 2, Union 4, here allowing way to a few nemesis who should better him now is handicapping is the only answer. Union 4 string some good display in the latter part of 2020 and is sparing the race so far this season with only 4 starts. Oh yes, he has issues, but so too all of the other horses here. 103 in this race with speed, and but Union 4 is capable of relaxing behind the early lead and reserve some fight for the stretch. Number 4, Fortune 100 has the lead to win. How well is he, is the question. But he didn't win 21 races by luck, and the jockey Shane Ellis and trainer Anthony Sabrati can't be taken lightly as a team. Number 5, Lady Budget, Fitmare with paper light and should get a catbird seat situation. However, not all cats catches the bird all the time. Number 6, Sir Budget, half brother to Lady Budget. And this also a former top-class campaigner who has only raced 3 times spirited last season. Has been seen in okay condition, but I'm still pessimistic on his winning chances tomorrow. Number 8, that's the Princess, woefully unreliable mare who, if can duplicate that good run on the 5th of June, going 7.5 furlongs, although tomorrow's distance will be 2 furlongs less. Not that Princess was up with the leaders and ended up second, a length behind Shauna Cruz, and had a band of gold 3/4 lengths behind. That was a good field, and that was at the 250 tag. Albeit, could upset with the Cardenas in the saddle. Number 9, Mr. Linder, fairly consistent horse who represents a lethal jockey-trainer combination. That's Anthony Thomas and Gregor Forsyth. Ran very disappointingly on last. That was on the 29th of May, going this very triple 5.5 furlongs, where the East Morning favorite was with the leader and flattened out to be fourth, 5.5 lengths behind Prince Samo, Sharp Skirt, and El Maestro. He was trained then by Nicholas Smith and has been claimed by Gregor Forsyth, so we can look out for a good run from that one. Number 14, Smooth Criminal, ran with number 2, Union 4, and number 4, Fortune 100 in that race on the 20th of March at this trip of 1,100 meters. Ran evenly after braking very slowly and to try to get to the leaders, Dave Nelson then in the saddle, but this one finished 5th, 3 lengths behind Dance All Night, El Cliente, and Unit 4. Another horse that is not consistent but has to be respected, especially at this handicap. Any one of these can win. Number 9, Mr. Linders. Number 4, Fortune 100. Number 5, Later Budget. Number 2, Unit 4. Number 14, Smooth Criminal. We go to the second race. It's a mile or 1,600 meters. That's the journey. 7 declared. It's 4 thrills and up. It's a claiming race. 450,000. Number 1, Dysfunctional. Climbing down the claiming ladder. Hasn't done anything exactly within a year. Well, he only raced 4 times since that good win on the 1st of August last season, when he was up with the leaders and used his class to be half a length in front of Sergeant Reckless and Bruce Wayne, going 6.5 furlongs. Has the beating of these, if physically functional. Number 3, Mirabilis, as only number 1 Dysfunctional to worry about. Number 3, Sir Puddington, has some recent form. His last win was against much lesser, and that was all the way on the 21st of March this season, where the journey was 7.5 furlongs then, and he was prominent and pulled away, entering the straight to be 2 lengths in front of General Mubarak and Curler. Frequently claimed and now hails from the barn of trainer Philip Lee. Number 5, Stall Walking Girl, quickly back after being claimed last week and now reverts to a more suitable distance, going a notch up in claim for from 350,000 to 450,000. Number 7, Royal Aviator. What can I say about this horse? But it would surprise me if he wins. Could be a factor somewhere. This race will run. I'm very suspicious of all 7 entrants, but one will win and the rest will follow. Number 3, Mirabilis. Number 4, Sir Puddington. Number 1, Dysfunctional. That's the order of preference. Go to race 3. 6 furlongs or 1,200 meters, 11 starters. It's for nearly 5-year-olds and up who've never won 3 races in their career. Number 2, Baller Chris, one of 2 here for trainer Patrick Lynch. Could be considered for a top 4 placing, coming off a 3.5-month hiatus. Number 4, Awesome Glitter. Last race was very good. That was the 17th of July, 2 weeks ago, where this one finished second. Chico was like that. El Gringo had It's a Beautiful Day behind a length. Uh, It's a Beautiful Day is back in this race with Awesome Glitter. That race was out the straight. The Nelson is attracted. Awesome Glitter in the past has run against some very good horses, and the combination of the Nelson and Michael Beecham, I hope you haven't forgotten. You know, they had a good average. They have a good average in the winners' enclosure. Number 5, Adwa, all in her form since the start of the season, is up in class and wasn't all that comfortable with coming back to the winners' enclosure. Still very light and should be part of the outcome. Number 6, yet again, the other Lynch trainee. This one was claimed a few weeks, less than a year, from Anthony Nunes and raced twice since by Patrick Lynch. Resources breaking has been, well, those are the last 2 races. He broke very, very slowly out the gates. Obviously, something was amiss. Makes his seasonal debut of a surgeon in good condition. If fit, can be competitive. Number 7, It's a Beautiful Day. Speedy mare was stretching out to 6 furlongs. A journey which, well, what we've seen so far of this mare could be too long. But don't underestimate the power of speed. And this is a suspected field, so you can take your chance on It's a Beautiful Day. It won't be a beautiful day for me if this one wins, though. But I will always respect the connection of this horse. Number 11, Powers That Be. His odds in his last 8 starts suggests that stable confidence is not much. However, if the more fancied ones here fails, then the Powers That Be could win. Number 4 for me, though, Awesome Glitter. Number 6, yet again. Number 11, the Powers That Be. Number 2, Baller Chris. Number 5, Adwa. Race 4, 3 furlongs straight or 600 meters, has attracted 11 starters. It's for 5 years and up. It's a claiming tag, obviously, 150 to 180,000. And you have native bred 6 years and up who've never won 2 races, as well as native bred 6 years and up who are still a maiden. Number 4, Determined King, looking at a different horse of recent, and his speed could make good hair for connections. Number 4, Smoke Screen, another with speed, could hold for a placing on the board. Number 6, Locomotive. Last 2 were nothing, and that was approximately 5 months ago. It comes down to this low claiming after being claimed from the last race on the, the 28th of February. It's 2 wins. 27th of December last season, 4 furlongs straight, led all the way. As a matter of fact, was way ahead and still ended up a length and a 3/4 in front in a time of 46 flat for 4 furlongs straight. Came back the 30th of January, almost a month this season, 5 furlongs straight, and won almost by the similar margin. This time it was 1 1/4 length. In a time of 59 and 4/5 for 5 furlongs straight, beating Dancehall Night, Boss Izzy and Company. 2 subsequent races, February 17th and the 28th, were nothing. Something is gone amiss, and maybe whatever issue that this one has escalated. Well, this one is coming off a brief respite well, not a brief respite, actually a hiatus of almost 5 months. And well, let's see what difference a few months can make. I don't like locomotives to win though, regardless of coming down in class. But he has got to be respected. And remember, me is me, you are you. The seventh Samora capable of making this two in a row. Number 9, Blonde Fontaine will be a late starter. Number 11, Lord of the Code, adds another speed to this race and will be all by her lonesome on the start side. Has to be on top of her game to win. Number 7, Samora, that's my selection. Number 3, Determined King. Number 4, Smokescreen. Number 6, Locomotive. Has to be a very dangerous horse. But I think he'll fail. But as I said, me, you are you. Fifth race, halfway stage. This race goes 7 followers, 40 meters, 10 starters. It's for children up, optional claiming 500. It's a claiming and optional claiming race. And the claiming category is 500 to 550,000. And native bred 500 up who've never won 4 races in their lifetime, as well as imported 500 up who've never won 3 races in their career here. 10 starters, 5 horses here are up in the claiming tag. That's number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's La Bamba, number 5. Don Almighty, number 6. Number 8, Sincero. Number 9, He Can Dance. Number 10, Code of Honor. Number 1, Inspired Miracle, consistent gelding who ran well over the distance, competing with some of the top ones here, and gets the strong handlings of a jockey Robert Holiday, and Inspired Miracle could be part of your top 4. Number 2, Master of All. It's been a while since he showed anything, any resemblance of his talent. Here down in the claiming ranks, and with lots of back class, Master of All, regardless of his poor form, has to be respected. Number 4, Dio Silioro, back at a tag where he can compete, but these are better horses than the ones that he usually competes with. Number 5, Lala Bamba, best number 8, Sincero, on the 8th of April, going 6.5 furlongs, going all the way with this apprentice. Inspired Miracle was 5 runs behind. This horse has been seen in very good condition lately, and coming off a brief respite, coming off a hiatus, and up in class, La Bamba must be given some serious consideration. Number 6, Don Almighty, really showing his value since January 30th. Up in class now, and even even though a late on started 2 weeks ago, has to be respected. Number 7, Sunshine Cat, another whose condition has improved, and also how she's going on the exercise track of late, has absolutely no form, but I'm expecting an improved display. Number 8, Sincero, seeking a hat-trick of wins with this rider, and is up in class with 57 kilos, but it's still capable for a top 3 spot and could complete a hat-trick. Number 9, He Can Dance, has to improve tremendously, facing some tougher horses, but Shane Ellis gets back the ride, so you can expect a good display. Number 10, Code of Honor, former Classic, 2019 Classic campaigner, whose win was coming off a sudden, and that said, she was sorted out on that day. But she went on another respite and just returning after 2 months from that race. Gotta beware of this horse, as trainer Michael Miles Barn is really doing very well, and the Open Gate Show compliment this trainer. He has worked very, very hard. I think he's the hardest working trainer at Caymanas Park. Anyway, this race is funny. One of these. Number 8, Sincere. Number 5, Alabama. Number 1, Inspired Miracle. Number 2, Master of All. Number 6, Donald Mighty. Number 10, Code of Honor. Race number 6. 10 starters. They go a mile or 600 meters for nearly about 4 and up, who have never won 4 races in their lifetime, as well as imported 4 and up, who have never won 3 races. Number 2, I'm a Citizen, ran well in April with 2 very poor runs after that. There ain't much to go by on the exercise report for this horse, but should be there some watching. Number 3, Sun City, yet to beat number 7, Fearless Champion. So that's that for that one. Number 4, Helicopter, he won his last 2 races at 5.5 furlongs. This is a mile. Number 5, Let Him Fly, grossly unreliable, but can compete, as evident on the 21st of February this season, going 7 furlongs when he went in pole-to-pole fashion, pulling away to win by 6 3/4 lengths, beating Awesome Treasure and Primal Fair in a very good time, 1:27 3/4, 7 furlongs. Let Him Fly is very, very light with informal apprentice Jordan Barrett. Number 6, Favorite Is, created an upset on the 1st of May at this distance, on the 15th of May rather, at this distance of a mile, was a bit back in mid-pack, but came storming to get the victory, a length and a half in front of Fearless Champion and company. Of note, he didn't do anything much since. Must be a dangerous contender here, this Favorite Is. Number 7, Fearless Champion, Superfit Colt, who is up in class, but has already competed with the top ones here. Okay, enough said on that. These handicapping for all the races leaves much to be desired. I just can't understand, especially the race meet coming on Tuesday, August 3rd, where you have Mahogany having 53 kilos now and being allowed weight. And just the other day, he was declared with 60 kilos, 59 kilos rather. Regardless, he hasn't competed for 5.5 furlongs. I don't see why the distance should make a difference in the handicapping, but that's where it goes, and we have to go by what the racing office rules says. Number 10 here, Battle Dancer, looking sharper at the exercise of late. Very sharp, I can tell you that. Has he any chance of winning with that look? Well, for me, he has to be an improved colt. Anyway, number 6, Favorite Is. Number 7, Fearless Champion. Number 5, Let Him Fly. Number 2, I'm a Citizen. Number 10, number 3, Sun City. Number 10, Battle Dancer. Those should fill the lower placings. 8 starters for race 7, which is another race over the 1600 meters trip, or a mile. This is for Thrills It Up. It's an overnight allowance race. Number 1, Uncle Frank has been lurking for some time now, but we'll have to keep lurking as his younger competitors. It should be too much for him tomorrow. Number 2, Sentient has the potential to compete for the win now, as he is down in class. Number 3, Legality ran a cracker on last 12th of July, going 9 from 25 yards, and tried all he might. He couldn't overhaul Eroy. As a matter of fact, Eroy, poor performance before, resulted from being bitten by a scorpion. And although he was okay, wasn't performing, and it was apparent that Eroy has put that behind in that very good effort on the 12th of July. Legality then was carrying 57 kilos, and as I said, ran very well. Now he's carrying 56 kilos. We'll be going to the front, and whoever catches him will win. And in my opinion, that can only be sentient. Before, Caymanas kept in great shape, but his time awaits him. Number 6, Richard Ricardo, will be a late starter. Number 7, Double Crown, has good pace, but is another, not showing that credentials since his win earlier in the season, but could find a place in the top 4. Number 8, Uncle Vinny, surprised me, getting even money. The last time this horse ran in the $1 million claiming race on the 19th of January, going 19th of June rather, going 7 furlongs, finishing 4th, 11 lengths behind DJ Boy, Top Shelf, and Wilson. Claimed from that race by a owner who normally does well with the horses that he claims. They normally improve. Has a few to overcome though for a win. When I say a few, I think he's running over his head. Number 2, Sentient, and number 3, Legality. They will fight this race out, and it should be a very exciting race. I'm taking number 2, Sentient, to catch number 3, Legality, and number 7, Double Crown, in the lower order. 8 race, 12 starters. It's a 3-year-old maiden condition race. They'll be going 4 furlongs straight or 800 meters straight. Number 1, Curling Flight, has speed and will need much of that to win here from this inside post. Number 2, Happy Go Lucky, a debutant, born the 14th of April, a 3-year-old Bay filly by Deputy Glitters of Dance Away by Master Bill. The groom, Trevor Bernard, the breeder, Dr. and Mrs. Cornelius Link. Those are United States people. Happy Go Lucky was born here in utero. No, it's not. Anyway, I don't know these breeders, but anyway, that's what the book says. The owner, we are family, will need a few races. Happy Go Lucky will have Lasix for his debut run, and look to be one suited for middle distances and longer. Number 3, Nyla the Dancer, will be a late starter. Number 4, 6th Avenue, another debutant. This one was born the 9th of February. Bay Gelding by War Marshal out of Giacomo's Pride by Giacomo. Breeder Desmond Lewis. Owner DSTL and Associates, the groom Hiroshi O'Reilly. Romantic Trains. 6th Avenue will need some more time. Number 5, Balotelli. Speedy Sort, who should use that asset in this quick sprint to fight out the finish. Number 7, Conundrum, looking a bit improved, not for a win though, surely, but could get a low exotic spot for those who plays that wagering. Number 8, Bang Bang, another debutant. This one was born January 10th. A Chester filly by Sensational Sam, out of Give It To Me Baby by Al Jad. Breeder, Milady Azan, Elisa Chai, and Rowan Crichton. Laurie FS, Von White. Wow, quite a number to make up the breeding for this horse. The breeders fault. Anyway, this horse is owned by Trinidadian Horseman, Harold Chidi, Dave Griffiths Train. Coming on a bit of the size, but will need a few to start showing his use. Number 9, Tis Dancer, gets back the figure 8, but Omar Walker still remains. 3rd time this horse will be running if he faces the starter tomorrow, and Omar Walker has been on this horse for all those occasions. Make it an exotic placing, as I'm expecting some form of improvement. The 10 press conference has been improving with each race and likely to get on the board. Number 11, Curlin's Carwater, most experienced horse in this race, in this lineup, and should use that for a top 5 spot. Number 11, Heart of the Sea, looking to improve and should break a maiden now, having all the advantage here. Number 12, Heart of the Sea. Number 5, Balotelli. Number 10, Press Conference. Number 1, Curlin's Flight. Number 11, Curlin's Carwater. We come to the penultimate race. Race 9 goes 1,820 meters or 925 yards. It's for thrills and up. It's a graded stake race, a grade 1. 6 starters. This is the Legal Light Trophy. Legal Light, tall, lanky chestnut, who wasn't all that attractive in looks, but had a huge heart and loping strides, won a lot of races, and surely one of Jamaica's best bred horses. As a matter of fact, one of the best to race here. Trained by the late Alan Bill Williams and a later part Kenny Maddish, jockey Winston Griffiths, Emilio Rodriguez, and Neville Anderson also wrote this fantastic gelding. Number 1, Eagle 1, Foil Bay Gelding by Astrology, out of Frisky Cheerleader by Roar. Breeder Elizabeth Muirhead, owner Carlton Watson, the groom William Walker. Trainer Jason Acosta has other entrants in this race as well. The Cardinals ride this one. Has transformed under the care of Jason. Ventures around 2 turns for the first time and maybe could set the pace for a while before stablemate takes it up. That's number 3. Number 4 rather, King Arthur. Number 2, Nipster, Foil Bay Colt. This horse is by Casual Trick out of Nippet by Legal Process. Breeder Michael Bernard, owner Micros. Shibari White. The groom Shane Ellis gets the call. Anthony Nunes trains. Versatile colt who has the best jockey in the land aboard this time, and this rider will surely wants to make all, knowing who to show people, show fans rather, who is the best. Nipster is working well and will win if all his moves are perfectly timed. Shane Ellis is capable of that. Number 3, Awesome Treasure, Foil Bay City by Awesome, of course, by Bossy Gal out of Paradise of the Nile. Breeder, Miller Racing. Owner, The Success Farm. The groom, Nathan Parry. The Dawkins Ride, 4 Gear Sobrati. Number 4, King Arthur, Foil Bay Gelding, not by natural selection of Keisha's Art, by Pat and Jack. Breeder, Glenn Lee Robinson. Owner, Carlton Watson, who has 2 horses in this race.
Check out KD's Vehicle Headlamp and Restoration. Our headlamps are fine sanded, buffed, and 9H coated with a 2-year guarantee. Price starting at $4,500. Internal restoration and modification starts at $8,000. To make an appointment today, call us at 876-824-6186.
The further they go, the better for this one. That I can tell you. The last time he was at this distance, he wasn't himself. He looks fabulous this week. Number 5, Crimson, 5-year-old Bay Gelding by Nuclear Wayne of Sarah Barracuda by Prize. Breeder, Michael Bernard. Second horse that he bred here. Owner Success Farm, also the second horse for this owner here. The groom Claude Thompson. Robert Halladine gets the call for Gary Sobrati. Crimson, looking very sharp and focused to go tomorrow's 2-turn distance, which is his favorite. Finished 3.5 lengths behind King Arthur and Nipster, going 7.5 furlongs after breaking slowly, a distance too short. And as I said, he's much more suited to 9 furlongs, 25 yards. Can't see him winning though, but who can see the future accurately? Number 6, Overcraft. This horse is a 11-year-old bay gelding evergreen horse by Easy Racing out of Royal Pizzazz, out of Royal Minister. Breeder Mark and Susan Waits, owner Elizabeth Acosta, mother of trainer Wayne Acosta. This makes Acosta's quarter of inches here. Terence Bloomfield, the groom, Jordan Barrett, the informal apprentice, will be riding. A very close race for the top two selections. Number 2, Nipster, and number 4, King Arthur. Number 5, Crimson, could likely finish third. Well, I'm expecting that one to finish third. Final race, race 10, the trio maiden condition race, section 2 of the one that will be running earlier. 12 starters, 4 followed straight, 100 meters straight. Number 3, Quiet Boss, needed that run 2 weeks ago and could get on into your exotic placings as this horse condition has improved a bit, coming off that hiatus on last time that one race before. Well, the last time this horse race was the 10th of July. And as I said, should be noted for a low exotic placing. Number 4, it's what it is, a debutant born the 2nd of June at Chestnut Phillip by Western Classic out of Canada's trainer by Conquistador Cielo. Breeder, Trevor James. Owner, the Success Farm. The groom, Anthony McLeod. Dane Dawkins gets the call for title trades in trainer, Kerry Sobrati. This also debut with Lasix. Interested little bred filly, whose belated debut comes at last. Well, she is a June born. Is working well enough to win this race, first time out. Well, that's something that this trainer doesn't normally do. Not that he can't, but he just like to give these horses a run or two before. Looks to prefer a longer journey, but I think this horse will be part of the outcome. Well, to get into the winners of the closure, that is. Number 5, another debutant, Heart of a Lion, born the 20th of May at Chestnut Cold by Lion Tame out of Cedar Breeze by Anges. Breeder, Orange Valley Estates Limited. Owner, B.A. Douglas Tables. The groom, Linville McFarlane. Another here from the barn of trainer Jason Acosta, and Teddy Thomas gets the call. Been around for a very long time and looking to have talent. Another debutant here who would not surprise me if he wins. The only thing with this one is that he seems to be, seems to prefer a longer distance. Number 7, Sweet Curlin, yet another debutant. This one was born the 26th of February, Chestnut Court by Perfect Curlin out of Dancehall Sweet by Bradley Crest. Breeder, Trevor James. Owner, Gilbert Qualsing. The trainer, Cashbert Qualsing. See Donegal rides. The groom, Patrick Tyne. Well-bred colt who hails from a barn that is very patient as Job. Sweet Curlin will be sweeter in time. When the time comes, who knows? Number 8, Don't Play with Magic, change stables, and don't look much different. Number 9, Canaba, the Railbird sees her with a winning chance. Well, I'm no Railbird. Very light, small chestnut filly. Very good trainer, Patrick Lynch. If Canaba wins, he beats me. Surely, that I can tell you. Number 11, Letters in Gold, should get into the top 5. Number 12, Vanessa. Looking okay in the mornings, but I'm thinking he needs more time. Hey, I have my own mind, and I guess yours is yours, don't it? I don't know. Will I be embarrassed if Catawba wins? Well, so what? I'm taking number 4. It's what it is. From number 5, Heart of a Lion. Number 11, Letters in Gold. Number 9, Catawba. Number 12, Vanessa. Pure water. A pure water we drink. Wear your mask. Tell others to subscribe to the Open Gate Show on YouTube. Take care. Good luck. Join me Monday when I decipher August 3rd. It's Tuesday, August 3rd race card. Take care.